I promise to you, my friends, I'm not trying to pick a fight with rogues. Why would I? But there are a few legit reasons to play one, and there are a lot of those not to play one. So today we're going to talk about both. So first of all, let's get the obvious out of the way. Why would you play a rogue in 2024? First, you would play a rogue in PvP. I know nothing about PvP, or close to nothing, but I know that they are quite a menace in PvP and very, very annoying. Second, you are into the lore, not lore, but more of a style, and you put style ahead of gameplay. So you would go through every inconvenience possible, you will be underperforming on a relative scale, you will be basically choosing a very, very, very hard path in order to look and feel a certain way. Who am I to judge? I'm not judging you at all. I'm just sharing my honest opinion. So you would play to be a ninja or a pirate. A pirate, outlaw, rogue, swashbuckler, whatever you want to call it, you are very, very much into it. That is why you would play a rogue. And the third very legit reason is that you are a masochist. You like to feel somewhat pain in the gaming context, hopefully not in the real life context, but for real, man. Why else would you play a rogue other than these three reasons? And this is my constructive, positive challenge to you as well. If you are a committed rogue and stuff, I genuinely would love to know why and how do you play a rogue in such a way that you enjoy it. Right now, go to the comments below and please constructively share your experience as to why you play a rogue outside of PvP. Very, very important. Now, to the world of PvE. In case you are like me and you're just counting days to the launch of the War Within and kind of have nothing else to do. All of your other alts are geared just like mine, at least to the item level of the Radiant Echo gear, 480 or a little bit above that. Hopefully mine are a little bit above that. And you're like, well, who do I not have in my collection? A rogue. How about I make a rogue? Which is exactly what I did. He is right now level 55, and I'll be honest with you, I thought I'm gonna record this spontaneous, kind of honest video. Perhaps I'm gonna give you some food for thought. I always sort of strive for that, no matter how many or how few people watch my videos. I don't care. I do it for fun, and I hope you enjoy it too. This is your cue to give me a quick like, please. Yeah, I leveled him to level 55, and honestly, mate, I am asking myself a question that I decided to turn into a video. Why would anyone continue pushing through and spending time and developing this in 2024 if all I plan to do is play how I play, as little effort as possible, as much reward as possible, as much enjoyment as possible in PvE? So, there is basically nothing, in my humble opinion, that rogue can do in PvE that other classes do not do better in 2024. Rogues are, and it's very hard to not pick a fight with rogues right now by saying it, but honesty for honesty, I think that rogues are a product, a derelict product. Rogues are kind of like a good candle. Like, candles are nice, aren't they? Like a bit of a romantic kind of lighting and stuff like this, but we live in the modern society of all imaginable lights and stuff like this. You would not use a candle to light up your room at night, unless you are into that romantic stuff, and we already discussed it, unless you are into the look and into the feel, rather than into efficiency and into much easier flick of a switch, and there is the light. I hope this analogy makes sense. In fact, I'm quite a fan of it, because it's straight to the point. A rogue is a candle in a electrically lit world, if I may say so. A rogue is a derelict feature of World of Warcraft that has been created in 2004, before some of you perhaps were born, and I don't judge you, I'm jealous, if nothing else. So back then, these rogues were a manifestation of a certain playstyle, of a stealthy, fast-hitting kind of, character that allows you to get that satisfaction of that visceral attack and quick stab, slash, I go back into the shadows kind of stuff, right? Well, guess what? Generations of people have been born since that particular point in game design of World of Warcraft, and right now we have other classes that do everything, I insist, better than rogues in PvE. I'm still making an effort to tell you. Warriors, in few respect, let's say, are much better than rogues in terms of sustainable dishing out of the damage in a similar style of melee // stuff, and I'm deliberately trying to stick to the format of the damage, yeah? / style, and not dying in the process, self-healing in the process, being able to tank if they want to. So that's an immediate win. So that's swashbuckler style of, yeah, okay, it's not subtlety, okay, it's not the other rogue kind of playstyles, but they're also inefficient in PvE. So if you are just trying to go all out outlaw something like that, yeah, you're the only class that happens to have a pistol in your pocket, but at the same time, a warrior does it better than you. Let's address the elephant in the room. The demon hunters. Demon hunters just, I don't know, it's just sad. It's just sad to compare them to rogues, because they are the same playstyle, same fast-paced, same .. / everything is dead, you know? Same melee feel, in my opinion anyway, much faster on mobility, cannot be killed, basically, you know, unless they're played really in a dumb particular way. Yeah. What's better about the rogue than about demon hunter? Perhaps only the fact that, and I'm trying here very hard, perhaps only the fact that rogues can be other races. That's a benefit. That's a benefit. Credit where it's due. Can you see how hard I'm trying to find something good about the rogues compared to other classes? Okay, let's continue this sad but not very long, I promise, journey. Enhancement Shaman. Enhancement Shaman is better than Rogue in everything, because they can do damage from range, they can do damage from melee, they do tremendous amount of damage too, they are complex to play, so they will satisfy some people, they are very fast moving, they can heal, you know where I'm getting at. Yet the same visceral / kind of thing play, I would dare say very similar to Rogues, so perhaps the furthest away archetype from the Rogue, but somewhat similar in terms of that melee proximity in enhancement spec. Now, another very, very obvious comparison here, and probably the final very close comparison, is the monk. Is the monk obviously in Windwalker spec. Also, / or punch, close and personal, kinda like a ninja but not a ninja, but kinda a ninja, because, you know, if you think about, all the Kung Fu Panda and stuff like this, they're not ninjas, but they're close enough to them. Even archetypically, they are very similar to rogues. No, they're not pirates, but that's probably the only thing they're missing. And yet, self-healing, can tank, can heal, tremendous amount of DPS dished out, won't die, much more mobile than rogues. Anyway, it makes me sad, because it feels like I'm continuing to hammer the rogues down, but I sort of am. Where I'm going with this, two things that I'm trying to get to in this particular case. If you are contemplating to roll a rogue, I'm gonna say you humbly don't. Unless you have a very good reason, which I already invited you to share with me in the comments down below. Don't roll a rogue. Consider your needs. Consider what do you want to do. The only thing that rogues can do better than anyone else is to be a stealthy and annoying backstabber in PvE. That's the only thing that they can do that other classes still to this day cannot do in World of Warcraft. But I think I said enough times, acknowledged enough times, that we're not competing here in PvP. And even if I was in PvP, mate, I still would not play the way the rogues play. It's just not my playstyle, okay? What else? I'm not gonna mention something further away from the rogues, still melee and absolutely amazing, but not rogues, such as Retribution Paladin. On damage meters, let's not even compare, okay? Rogues, I have seen well-performing rogues, but much fewer than well-performing paladins, and I certainly play a paladin, and I know how badly I play, and I know how well I do. And here, even through the leveling process, I die all the freaking time as a rogue, and I have to maintain 55 different buffs on myself, roll the bones, slice and dice, blade flurry, in order to do something, anything remotely similar to what a Retribution Paladin or Windwalker Monk will do, just like that, just for free, so to speak, okay? Have I forgotten anyone else? Well, I guess I could mention Death Knights with their, again, melee far archetype, but still you can be a very nice melee as a Death Knight as Frost. Dual wielding, if you don't want to be one heavy-handed two-hander wielding person, you can have two one-handers and have a somewhat similar / Frost gameplay, also destroying everything, self-healing in the process, everything is dead, you are okay. Anyway, I think that, look, I'm not saying remove rogues, That would be stupid. It enriches the World of Warcraft, but I don't know who in their sane mind, once again, would roll a rogue and play them in PvE. And why would you? Why would you do that to yourself? I started playing a rogue right now just purely out of boredom, just before the expansion launches, and just to prove this concept to myself before I record something like this to you in a categoric way, because I haven't revisited rogue for years and years and years. I had one many years in the past, and I thought, okay, maybe they have revisited, maybe there is more self-healing, maybe there is a lot more leech, maybe there is a lot more something. Seriously, mate, I didn't come here to bash them, I came here to have fun and try and enjoy it, and having every imaginable other class in my arsenal, and this one was the last one that I wanted to give an honest shot to. I can tell you, do not roll a rogue unless you fit into one of those 3 categories that I talked about at the beginning of this video. Once again, give me a like if this was entertaining, at least thought-provoking. You don't have to agree with me, let's just remain mutually respectful. If I'm missing something, tell me exactly what. Tell me exactly what. Because it will be very hard to convince me on the fact that it's as easy and as enjoyable, as effortless as a game should be, as pleasant to be a rogue in World of Warcraft PvE right now compared to being a demon hunter, monk, paladin, you name it, anything. They have absolutely no place in PvE, in my humble opinion. They need to be either further redesigned and buffed, basically rogues, for self-healing, for other purposes, or I honestly don't know what. You tell me. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this little video inspires you to do something maybe thought-provoking or testing different classes before the War Within launches. If you are not in early access, I'm not. And I'll talk to you very soon. Next week we're gonna go for real. The proper game is going to be here and everyone is going to be in it. See you later. Goodbye for now.